Hi everyone, in this session we will learn how to configure NRPE, that is Nagios remote plugin executor. So first of all, I have launched a clean EC2 instance so that I can show you the proper demo. And for installing NRPE, I would follow this documentation. How to install NRPE v4 from source. It's from Nagios KBIG article. So I will select my OS is Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and I will start installing it. First I will install the dependencies or the prerequisites. So let me copy it, and it's my NRP client. I will, so it started to checking the packages and installing it. Installation is in progress. Okay, so it's done. Now the next step will be going to temp directory and getting this tarball file of NRPE and extracting that. So let me go to temp, where I will paste this wget command. So it's downloaded. Now I will extract using tar command. If I do an ls, I will able to see that NRPE 4.1.0 is available. I will do an ls, and these are the files which are under this NRPE directory. Now I will configure with enable command args. The compilation process is going on. Next we will do the make command. So now it's the time for running make command, that is make all. After make all, we will do the make install group users. Next I will install the binaries, make install. Next is make install config. This will install the config files. Next I will update the services file. As it's written, the etc services file is used by application to translate human readable service names into port numbers when connecting to a machine across a network. I will send this command to etc services. Then I will add the NRP and the port with TCP in the etc services file. Next I will initialize the daemon or init script. Next, I will enable the NRPE.service. So it's done. And if there is any firewall is there, then we can use the firewall cmd command or IP tables command to accept the port 5666. Next, what I will do, I will go to my EC2 instance and I will click on the NRPE client. I will go to security groups. I will select security groups. I will go ahead and click on edit inbound rules, add rule. I will add the port 525667. Now I will add this for all CIDR blocks and I will save the rules. Once it's done, I will back to my console and I will update the configuration file, that is the nrpe.cfg. Here I will go to the allowed host. Here you can see that server port is 5666. I will go to the allowed host section here and I will paste the Nagios core IP address. I will go to instances, go to NRPE client. I need to pick the Nagios core IP address because the server is hosted in the server named Nagios core. I will go ahead and paste the IP address of the Nagios server. Next, I will go here and there is a property called don't blame NRPE. So this option determines whether or not the NRPE daemon will allow clients to specify arguments to commands that are executed. This option only works if the daemon was configured with enable command args configure script option that we did, and I will change the value to 1 to allow command arguments. Once it's done, I will go to the command section. So these are the commands that you can see here: check users, check load, check disk, check procs, that is check processes, check total processes, check zombie processes, check HDA1, that is check disk. And in my script I have written some of the configuration for services where I checking for check disk, check load, and the ping will depend upon the check ping command. So what I will do, I will uncomment the check disk command line. Once it's done, I can escape WQ and exclamation to save and quit. So I have made the changes. Now I will go to cd user local Nagios live exec, and I can see there is one command called check NRPE is installed here. Let me check whether we are able to get the data for this local host. So what I will do, I will do check NRPE -h 127.0.0.1. So it's showing that connect to address port 5666 connection refused and connection to host localhost 5666 connection refused. So we will now check why the connection was refused here. Next, I will try to restart the NRPE service. Restart NRPE. Let me check the status for the NRPE service. So it's running. Let me try again to run the check NRPE. So I am able to get the NRPE version, that is v4.1.0, but the current thing is we are not able to view any Nagios plugins in this library, so I will need to download them and compile them in this location. For that I need to run setup commands. So first I will go to here, wget no check certificate, and download these Nagios plugins. So it's downloaded. Now I need to do the tar zxf Nagios plugins. If I do an ls, I will get the extracted file. Here I will able to see that is option called tools. So what I will do, I will under tools there is another file that we need, that is setup, and that setup needs one configuration file from this location, that is configure.ac. Now I will run this command, the dependencies. So it is completed and installed. Now I will do a ls. Now I will do tools setup /setup. So I am able to see that the installing of the compile config.guess, all these are successful. The next step would be the configure, then make and make install. Configure. The same process we will do make. Now I will do make install. So this will create all the necessary plugins in the libexec directory. So we are able to see that all the executables, or not the executables, but all the libraries, all the NRP plugins are installed in this libexec directory. The same steps, the way we configure NRPE, and we need to configure for this Nagios server, we need the check underscore NRPE module. For that, we can go through this document, support.nagios.com, this KB article, which will help us in setting up the Nagios NRPE, that is the check NRPE command. Now, if I do user local Nagios libexec check NRPE and I give the host address of the NRPE client, it would show me the version. Now I want to change a bit. I want to run this command, that is the check disk of the boot mount point. So for that I need to specify -c for command, removing the exclamation mark, and these are the arguments. So it shows me that disk is okay, free space. This is the boot 342 megabyte, and I note the critical and warnings it is showing. So this way we configure the NRPE. Now the next step would be creating or defining a command in the command section. For that I will do cd user local nagios etc objects. If I do ls, it would be in etc. I would able to see objects. Here is an configuration file name commands.cfg. Here I would write that defining commands for NRPE. So I need to define this command and paste it here, and T for timeout 60 seconds, and C for the commands with argument 1 and argument 2. Let me write and quit. The next step would be creating an object. For that I will create an object with rel nrpe host, rel nrpe host.cfg, and I will copy this host and service definitions. Here is the IP address, that is 172.31.35.93, which I need to replace with this one. .35.93, replacing with this one. So it's done, and the host name is rel9 nrpe host. Okay, so let me rename this. Now it's time to open the nagios.cfg. For before that, let me verify the configuration file. User local nagios bin nagios -v user local nagios etc nagios.cfg. So I am not getting any errors. So I am able to proceed further. For that, let me keep this CFG file under monitoring. Now I will restart the Nagios service. So Nagios service has been restarted. So I will head back to my Nagios. I will click on host. So I am seeing that Rail 9 NRP host is showing here. The host has not been yet checked, so status information is not available. Let me click on host. It's scheduled at 12:05 24 seconds UTC 2023. So it is showing that ping is critical. The reason ping is critical because we have not allowed the ICMP host in the inbound rules. Let me go to view status details. So in the time being, let me open the ICMP packets as well. I will go to security groups, edit inbound rules, add rules, all custom ICMP to all CIDR blocks, and save rules. So the ping is pending and system load average. This is the one that we set. So let me go to host. Next scheduled active check is 12:07. So as you can see that Rail 9 NRPE host has gone up and ping is also okay. Now we are awaiting for system load average. The service has not yet been checked, so status information is not available. Okay. And now I am able to see that system load average is showing okay, and it also is fine. This way we can add host by using NRPE, and I hope you all are liking my video, so please feel free and comment in the chat box so that I can able to help you in case of any issues. Thank you all. Thank you for watching.